Hello everyone, I am Plankera, and is there something wrong with my microphone? My mouth does not appear to be moving, so I'm not sure if my sound is working. Is there something wrong with my mouth tracking? Yes, there is. Something is horribly wrong here. Let me reset some things here. I was having some technical difficulties with OBS before starting this, so I'm not too surprised. Okay. Are we better? Oh, for whatever reason, it is not tracking my mouth. And even if it wasn't tracking my mouth, it should still be tracking the sound of my microphone. I unfortunately cannot tell if my sound is coming in. Give me just a moment to test everything and sure everything's good, so I'm gonna mute my desktop for just a moment. Okay, it does appear like my sound is working, it's just my mouth is not for some reason. I don't know why, I'll have to figure it out later. It's just... Oh, well that's awkward. But I am audible, so I guess I'll consider that fine. I'll just... make sure my calibration's not off there, because things were seeming a bit weird. So I guess we'll just go without the mouth moving for today. I might just need to restart my computer. Ironic that my mouth is not working today, considering I'm probably gonna be doing the mouth today. Timing! Okay, but before I did that, I wanted to add a couple more effects to the eye moving around here. I realized yesterday, when I was looking over things again, that I didn't really do some of the other things that you can do to make things cool. Like in this case, when the eye goes up, you kind of move the eyelash up a little bit with it. Oh, right. Forgot about that. Forgot that the path goes away the second that you start touching anything that's not the path. That's alright. I'll just make it again. Okay. I'm not gonna add too much, but I'm gonna have the eyelid kind of move up just a little when the eye moves up like this. Makes it a little bit more lively. And I like the way it looks. Let me see here. There we go. Just a very slight amount of movement here. Pull the eye white up with it. There we go. And then a little bit on this too. Just gonna pull everything up a little. And it just makes it a little bit more lively. And make everything just a little bit more wiggly. It's like, look, when you rig stuff, you want to make everything wiggly. Wiggling just makes everything better. Alright. So do the next part, or this one I kind of just pull it just a little bit to the left. Not too much, just a little. That should be fine. The eyelid and stuff I don't think needs to move here. That might honestly be a bit too much. Did that get pulled down? This should not be down. That happens sometimes. When things don't move the way they should. No X transform here, right? Okay, good. I was gonna say, that seemed a bit odd, but it's alright. Now it's all better. Sometimes when you use the basic transforms here, it'll apply it to some other layers via interpolation when you don't want it to. That's just something you gotta be ready for. Alright. And then this way. And again, when I go to the sides, I don't do quite as much wiggle. Just because I think it looks weird when you add too much wiggle in these directions. A little bit of wiggle is nice. What is causing it to freak out there? What layer is that? Oh, that's just because I'm not going to go to the edge. Oh, all the way to the edge. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Okay. And finally down. This is the only one that I think I need to move the bottom eyelash. I will move the top one a little bit too. And, pull it down just a little. Just a little. I'll pull the eyelid down a little on this one too. I might end up moving the eyelid a little bit on the left and right, but probably not a lot. There you go. This is where I think a lot of the down movement is going to come. Just pull this little eyelash down. That might be too much, honestly. I don't want it to, like, turn into pure jello. Just a little bit of wiggle. This does mean I'll have to probably reset some things in a few areas. So you know how I mentioned that sometimes you get a little of unwanted movement in certain areas? Yeah, that also applies to deforms. So I might get a few, I don't know, little artifacts of that I don't want. But I'll just do this part first. One thing at a time. Just me thinking of all the other things at the same time. I can't help it. Did I already do eyelid? No, I didn't. Okay. Again, I don't want a ton of movement, just a little. Just enough to kind of make it interesting. Alright. We're just gonna push this over just a little. And then back just a little, just because I think it'll look weird if I don't put any movement on some of these spots. It's one of those things. And I think I'll do a little bit on this too. There we go. Oh, right. I need to fix the eye white. That would help. Get all this in there. And I don't think I did the bottom eyelashes either. Oh no. Getting way ahead of myself here. Oop. Alright, let's take a look. Check the corners real quick. Yeah, it looks like I have to fix a couple of things, but for the most part, it's pretty okay. That tends to be how corners go. They just have problems. Honestly, I'm surprised that it has so few. Is that just part of the eyeball? Is it freaking out? Can't really tell. Let me... No, everything seems fine. I'm not sure why it looks a bit strange to me. You know, it's definitely something happening here. But I'm not sure what's going on there. Weird shadow, maybe? I don't think I can completely blame it on the shadow here, but... I'll fix it up a little. Yeah. Okay, maybe it was just the shadow. That's good. Alright. Let's move it around a little. That might be a bit too much wiggle on the eyelid there. I need to fix the shadows on up here. You can see the shadows aren't going all the way up anymore. That's alright. That's why I made them separate. That way I can just pull them on up whenever I need to. Here, I think I want to pull them down a little bit. Actually, I want to do it here. Yeah, I want it right over here. Just pull them down a little. Pull the shadow down. And yeah, now it's good on that side too. What are you? You can kind of see some stuff being a bit strange there, so... Yeah, looks like I just need to pull the eye white up a little bit. And it also looks like the side eyelash is not properly connecting with my raised eyelid there. Okay, now I think we're good. I need to fix that a little over in this corner too. Okay, and let me see. I can tell that it's doing some stuff with interpolation here. Let me... Eyelash... Middle. Please do not be warped. Thank you. So you can see these grayed out ones are ones that are not explicitly set here. And so they might get a little bit strange depending on where certain other things get set. I don't actually think I need... Let me see. I think I changed it, but I think I want to reset it and change it a little bit more deliberately. There we go, because I only want the top part to be changed. I don't want the bottom part to be changed. Yeah, I think that's okay. This is definitely not okay. As you can see, I'm gonna fix it here first. But over here, there was like a strange gap. Oh, okay, good. That was enough to fix it. The gap is no longer there. Now things are looking a bit better. I just have to decide how I want to handle this, because I thought it was a little bit too wiggly. Wiggles are good, but excessive wiggles, maybe not quite so much. I'm gonna slide it back. No. Let me actually find... I'm just gonna try it again. Let me find the eyelid here. Actually, I might want a straight reset on you. Okay. I'm gonna try again. I'm just gonna try again. This is one of those cases where it's like I already don't like what I did, so there's no harm in just starting over. Now I'll reset over here, and I'll do the same thing. And just pull it over a little. But be very gentle with it. Because if it gets too wiggly, well, it's just... it'll look like jello, and it'll look very strange. I think the down effect might be a bit too strong. I'm gonna check the upper quadrant for a second here. I feel like a half of rigging is just very slowly working your way through animations and just seeing if anything looks strange. But I think this is fine. Well, let's fix down here. Like I said, I think the effect is a little bit too strong. Well, I'll just grab these bottom eyelashes here. Push them back up a little. Yeah, that seems a bit better. Reattach the eyelashes. There we go. Now I just need to fix the eye white. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. I might want to adjust the top lash a little bit more. And just push them down just a little bit more. Which in turn means I, need to fix some other stuff too. But, oh, no, that's not the makeup poking through. That's just eye white poking through. There we go. Looks like I still do need to fix the makeup, though. There we go. We go ahead and just set anything I'm not sure I fully need. Okay. So now I can fix anything that looks off in the corners. Whoa. Oh. Because I hit scale. Oh no. The hazards of accidentally clicking on these other things when I meant to click on something else. It's fine. Okay. There we go. Alright, now I can test the lower part. Looks like I did not fix the shadows, so now they're a little bit too low. We'll just push this back up a little. There we go, that should be a bit better. Okay, and that spot underneath the eyes is too low. Now she just looks sleepy. Don't want that. Well, Shalom is Given her story is probably justified in feeling a bit sleepy. It's not the look I'm going for. Alright, pretty close. Just a little bit to fix in the eyelid there. The corner is no longer touching down like it should. I'll just pull that down a little. Now it's looking a little bit flat. So I will fix that too. Let's see here. Oh, does that get fixed? Is that good? Roughly the same shape, I think. Yeah. That should be fine. Okay. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. So now I can copy this again and replace the old one. Alright. And I think that looks a bit better than it did before. I'm gonna turn her hair back on. As funny as eggs are, I do prefer everything with the hair on. So I think that's everything I'm going to be doing with the eyes for now. And I'm going to go ahead and do the mouth. So there is a specific mouth shape parameter here, but I'm going to try a simpler one than I have been in the past. Let's see, exactly how do I want to do this? I think I want the default to be here. This is going to be the starting position. But then we'll have happy, sad, oh yeah, smile, frown, and this will be mouth open. So I guess I'll just start with a simple smile. One where she looks, I don't know, maybe a little less mischievous. That seems like a tall order. Oops, I didn't mean to collapse that. Just wanted to collapse the eye. There we go. Okay. For a second there, I thought the hair back was in the mouth node, and I'm like, that's not right. Alright. So let's make her smile. Just pull the corners up a little. Oh my. That might be a little bit uncanny, I don't know. It's like I didn't even change that much and it already feels kind of wrong. Let's see. Reset this. Yeah. Okay. So let's see, exactly how should I handle this kind of smile? I'm gonna go look on the internet real quick. See if the internet can give me a little bit of inspiration. Wasn't expecting it to be this strange. Let's see, her interrogation smile. Indeed, it's mostly just her eyes being closed. The mouth does not change very much. But I think I need a little bit more smile than that. In order to make this work. Okay, well let's just try again. Yeah, okay. Somehow, I did not see my dot there. Like, I was having some technical difficulties this morning, and I think it got me just a little bit flustered. It's okay, it happens. Alright. Try to make a smile that makes it look like she's not either going to eat my soul or is, thoroughly taunting me or something. Just an actual kind of happy smile. Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because it's coming from her. Still kind of freaks me out. But I think this is okay. Normally I'd want it to be a little bit bigger, but I don't think I can get away with that with this particular character. The joy of trying to make a very scary person smile. Alright. Let's do the frown now. That I think will be a bit easier. Just thoroughly unamused. Yes. Yeah, I think that's fine. It doesn't need to be a straight up frown, just thoroughly unamused. I think it's perfect. I just need to clean up the corners a little bit. Okay. Then the shape of the lower lip is going to change just based on where the upper lip is. Just gotta do that individually. There we go. Okay, I like it. Mouth is always fun for this reason. It's kind of where you get the start of expressions and stuff like that. The chin shadow into place here. Since I did raise the lip a little. Okay, how's that? Okay, I think I want to push the corners of the mouth in a little bit. Looks like it's getting a little bit wider, and I don't quite like it. It's definitely... And got a little bit unsteady there, so I moved it a little bit more than I wanted. Whoa there. There we go. Okay, and I think I still need to adjust the chin shadow a little bit. Just pull right around here. It's not cooperating. Seems like it should be. Have to take a look at things. Okay, is that good now? Yeah, I think that's good. Still something there, though. Let me see, exactly how is this mesh moving? It's the lower lip. It would help if I was on the right layer. Okay, that's probably it. The dot I need to move is this one. That might be too much, but let's take a look. Yeah, that was too much. But that is the right spot. Just push things up a little. There's just this weird light space that kind of came. Yeah, now it's a lot better. You can still kind of see it right there. But it's much less noticeable, and I think this is okay. We'll see if it still bothers me later. Okay, I think I'm gonna move the corners of the upper lip upward just a little bit more. Although, man, that is... It looks like she's gonna eat my soul. Let me adjust the lower lip a little bit, too. Just pull it out. Make it a little bit wider down here. Just kind of seeing how it moves. Okay, on both of those, I think that might be just a little bit too wide. Like, I also want to make sure she still looks in character. Like, it's no good if it just doesn't look like Shalom anymore when she smiles. Okay, I think that's a little bit too much wideness on the lower lip here. Let's push him back in just a little. Maybe a little bit down here. Well, that's little subtle changes. That's the nature of rigging. Okay, yeah, I think this is alright. Now I kind of want to do the extremes, where this is probably going to be disgust, and this is just going to be very happy. Let's do the very happy first. I always prefer doing the very happy first. I think I'm actually going to reset everything here. Because I don't want it to be like a lot. Like, even though it's supposed to be mouth open, it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't suit the character, you know? She's not going to be having these wild grins. Even in some of her insane expressions, her mouth is mostly closed. She's just a more subdued kind of character. So I just want to open her mouth just a little bit. Okay. I think that's good to start. It's a little bit thick. Let's make it a little thinner. It's like if I compare it to what's down here. Yeah, I think I need to move the upper lip before I can really determine the rest. But I can do that. See, this is why I didn't do too much to handle the inside of the mouth. I knew that I would not need very much. She's just not one that's going to be opening her mouth very much. Whereas normally when you see VTuber models, they generally have a few extra layers in the mouth to hide the inside when the mouth is closed. I just didn't really feel like I needed them. Alright, so now I should be able to just connect this back up. I'll just go ahead and do it. Just move the vertices directly. Sometimes that's just easier. Pulling shenanigans with the brush or the path to form. Alright, so something like that. And why the heck did I make the inside mouth mesh so detailed? Me looking at my past self's decisions. I probably wasn't thinking about it too hard. Okay, so something like this, but better. Uh, just gotta clean that up now. I might actually need a better mesh for the lower lip here. Like, man, I made such a detailed mesh for the inside of the mouth, but not for the lower lip. Ask me, what were you doing? What are you doing? See, I straight up might need to redo that mesh. There's generally always a couple I have to redo, so it's fine. This is always the point where I wish this program had a thing that lets you deform things symmetrically. So that doesn't look great. Let's try again. It's like I know what I'm going for, but sometimes it's just tricky to actually be able to get what you want. So I kind of want the corners a little bit wider, a little bit flatter on the top. Probably not moving much more than that. And you know what? I need something a little bit more detailed for this. Past self did not make good choices here. So you can see how I was having a hard time moving that around. And that's just because I had a very, very simple mesh. I can kind of understand what was going through my head at the time, but it just wasn't going to cut it. I need something just that can move a little bit better. A few more points would make it easier. Well, let's try that again. Fortunately, this is a small one. Not too much to worry about there. Alright, let's see, that didn't break anything down here, did it? Nope, still looks fine. If anything, it should let me clean up some of this down there. But for now, I'm gonna try this again. Alright. Okay. So this is what we have so far. That's a weird bug. I never quite know what it is. And it's always a little upsetting. Didn't I just change the mesh in the lower lip, though? It's not recognizing it. Did I lose it somehow? Yeah, it's back to the old one. I guess that control Z too hard. Okay. This model doesn't want me to be free from meshing. I guess I'll just do it again. It's alright, it's an easy one. A little bit annoying, but what can you do? What can you do? Thank you. Like, I know it's a small space, but I want to be able to deform this nicely. Okay. Take 3, I guess. Alright. I think I will just reset here. And But I'll just try again. Hopefully, now with working everything. We just want to open our mouth a little tiny bit. Anything else will just feel a little strange. See if I can't make this a decent little happy face. Just kind of want to adjust it right through here a little bit. A little bit more open through there. And again, this is where I wish I had a brush that would let me apply this a little bit more symmetrically. Because right now I think it feels a little bit lopsided. And there's just no real good way to fix that. Just feels very lopsided. I can't even flip the canvas horizontally to try to fix it. I just kind of have to do my best. Actually, this entire one should be reset. What are you? Shouldn't be anything. Okay. Alright. Back to what I was doing. Just resetting a few things and... that should be okay once I can actually fix some of this. Reset there too. Okay. I knew that this one would probably be the hardest. The open mouth. My goodness. This is looking a little lopsided too. I'm gonna try to fix that. Okay, I guess I'll use my secret technique for trying to fix these things, where I set the X scale to -1 to flip it over. And then check for changes, but no, it looks like it's fine. Okay, looks like I'm just seeing things. It's actually pretty okay. Is it? Let me see. I don't know, it looks really lopsided to me. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm not crazy. Okay. It's like I don't have much of a good way to flip the canvas, but I can at least flip the layer a little bit and find problems that way. I just go out of arming the parameter and then set the scale like this. Then I can go back and forth. This is probably good enough. And yeah, you can see this one's really lopsided in the corners. I think I want the corners kind of pointed upward a little bit more. Okay. So this is pretty much the only way that I've found to be able to fix lopsidedness in the mouth. I do hope that they add something that lets you deform the mouth a little bit more symmetrically later. Maybe they have at some point. It's been a little while since I've checked for new features. Last I looked, it was not there, so... So let's see here. It's not too bad, it's a little lopsided. Let me see, how should I fix this? Which areas? It's like, it feels like it's mostly in the corners. One is a little bit higher than the other. I think that's the main thing. Okay, so I think here I just need to straighten these out. And then there was a little bit kind of here. I straighten out these triangles a little. It might get me what I want. Alright, let's see if... Oh, no, not inside mouth. Upper lip. There we are. Okay, I'd say that's probably close enough. Now let's smooth out the lower lip here. Okay, so where's the problem? It's like I can tell there's a little bit of lopsidedness. It looks like this side goes more to the side than the other. Let's try to kinda have them meet at the same point on the upper lip relative to each other. Let's see, and then something like this. Getting this straight is honestly pretty hard. But I'll do my best. Still kind of feel like the bottom is a little bit more to one side. I'll just try to pull it back toward the center. Let me see, is this dot... Yeah, this dot is probably a good reference. It should be very centered. And then if I straighten out the triangles... that should help it get pretty centered too. Okay. So how about this? How lopsided are you? Within the realm of acceptability, I think. Do I like that expression? I do like that one. Let's see. Do I like this? I think I want to push the edges of the lower lip a little further inside. Oddly enough, I think I just want her lips to be a little bit thinner right through there. And I think that'll make it look a bit better. I just need to, you know, clean it up and all that. And then maybe this part a little higher up. Lots of little things to think about. So right now it's looking a little bit crunchy there. I'm kind of hoping that just very tiny adjustments through here will help with that. Man. This feels very lopsided again. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, I can tell that the distance here is much smaller. Okay, so this dot should be in the middle. And then with that in the middle, I should be able to kind of figure out where everything else should go. On this upper side. And that might help. How is this? And a little bit better. As the inside the mouth need to be pulled this way just a little bit harder. What are you? Are you part of the lower lip? Okay, now that is skin. That does just mean that I need to pull the corners out a little further here. Maybe not that hard. Okay. I don't know, she just looks kind of confused. I'm not sure if I like that mouth. Okay, the mouth is honestly one of the areas that I consider the hardest. Just making good expressions with it is actually pretty hard. Maybe I want the lower lip to be a little bit more like just in. Wish I could hide the mesh a little bit more. Make it a little bit easier to see. A little bit more kind of inside. Can't tell, is the upper lip is above the lower lip in terms of draw order, right? 137, 138. Yes. That should be fine. Okay, I do think that looks a little bit better. I just kind of need to straighten it all out again. Rigging is a very slow-paced thing. Just got lots of little things to kind of adjust. And honestly, what I'm doing right here is taking a lot of thought. I really want to make sure that the expressions that I make with her mouth here actually suit her. I'm trying to use these central vertices, the ones that are right down the middle, to kind of help me figure out where the center is. It's helping me kind of be able to adjust everything and make everything a little bit less lopsided. That wasn't something that I'd been doing before, so I'm glad I'm kind of paying attention to it now. I think it's making certain aspects a lot easier. Oh man, that still looks a bit crunchy. I think the expression itself looks okay now, though. And a lot of the time when I would do mouth open stuff, I'd also be moving the jaw. But in this case, I don't think I need to. Just kind of want to send this a couple clicks down. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, you can see it's not opening very much, so I don't think I need to move the jaw at all. I'll consider it a little bit, but yeah, I think this is alright. Let's see if I can make that lip here a little bit less crunchy. Just move these parts a little bit closer. Didn't really seem to help that much. I guess it helped a little bit. Alright. Okay, let's do this side. Once again, I think I'm just gonna start from scratch. Okay, kind of dreaming up what kind of expression that I want to my head. Just thinking about exactly how I want that to look first. Of just the unamused and disgusted look. What do... It's like I can adjust her eyes with it too, so I could potentially... narrow the eyes a little bit. And... doing something like that might help make it a little bit easier. Like I could have done it with the happy face, but I don't think it would have helped much. Smiley faces in this character just, I wouldn't say they don't mix, but they're, different. Like, even when she's smiling, it's mostly in the eyes, and I don't have those kinds of eyes rigged. Okay. Just looking at references on the internet again. Kinda help me out. I want to revisit this one actually before I do the next one. Because I'm not entirely satisfied with it. I think what I want is a little bit more like this. Where the corners really go up, but the rest of it is kind of flat. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. I'm just gotta make it a little bit less lopsided. You know what else is new. This is especially fun with the eyes being like this now. Pull this back in a little. This is the center dot here. Just try to, yeah. Alright, let me see if I can make it a little bit less lopsided. It's actually not too bad. Okay. It's not too bad, but I still want to try to get it right. Oh, no, not that one. This one. I think this is okay. It's not perfect, but I think it's pretty close. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's better than what I had before. Okay, now I can go back to taking a look at this one. So let me see. Does she have any where she's looking kind of mad? It's like she doesn't typically make those kinds of faces, so she has the extreme poker face. So seeing too much expression just feels kind of weird. Like, even her, scary faces, she's just kind of vaguely smiling. It's like even the one I have down here is probably a little bit strong, but I don't want it to be the expression to be completely invisible. So let's see. I think I can probably just go with something kind of haughty, I guess. Let's hide the lower lip for a second. That's probably the best way to handle this. Okay. I do want the corners to go down because that'll make it look a little bit more frowny. Okay. Yeah, I think something like that should work just fine. This is the downside to picking a character that is not super expressive for this kind of thing. You see, the main reason I picked her is because her official art was mostly forward-facing, and so I wouldn't have to do quite as much work adjusting it. Whereas a lot of the other ones are kind of at an angle. Plus, she's popular. I thought a lot of people would be interested in seeing me do something like this to this character specifically. Oh wait, that's the lower lip, not the inside mouth. Yeah, something like that. Need to fix the inside of the mouth and all that, but that's fine. Let me just finish getting everything else kind of the way I want it. Okay, so there's the center. And then I'll just straighten out the triangles. Back to lower lip. Brush a bit smaller. Yeah, I think something like this is fine. So now you can see why I didn't feel the need to make a very big inside mouth. I knew I would not be opening her mouth very much. It's... I don't know. It would be weird. Just wouldn't suit her at all. Not at all. Very much thinking about it in terms of making sure her personality shines through with every little piece. Okay. And just try to get these nice and straight. So I think that's the best shot I have at making things symmetrical. Or at least not completely lopsided. Yeah, like over here still. I like the shape better, so I'm gonna try to imitate that on the other side here. Okay, so what angles allowed this to happen? A little bit further out here. A little bit further out here. Alright, I'm gonna fix the inside of the mouth real quick. And then I'm gonna go flip things back and forth a few times and see if I can't get things to look a little bit less lopsided. It's not too bad. Could be worse. But it could be better. So let's make it better. Okay, so it looks like a lot of it is just where it connects on the upper lip. Let's actually do the upper lip first. Okay. One is noticeably lower than the other. So let's lower this side a little bit. If that helped any. Okay, and then I think from there if I straighten out the triangles, the rest should handle themselves. Try to keep them on kind of the same row here. Follow the arc. Nice and smooth. That should make it easier to avoid making things lopsided. Be more like this. This should be a little further out. There we go. Let's just organize those triangles. Fold this in a little. Alright, I think that looks okay. Now I can connect everything on the lower lip a little bit more easily. Kind of where it's turning into this thin area is where I'm connecting it. That should be like this. That a bit better. Still much thicker through here. But I think I kind of like the thickness, so I think I'm just going to adjust the other side to be a little bit more like that. Let's see here. Higher, I guess? How's that? What are you? Are you just something from the inside of the mouth not being in the right place? No, this is all fine. Maybe I just need to get this a bit closer. Okay, no, that is something from the inside of the mouth not being in the right place. I think? Maybe it's not? Hard to tell. Is there just like this little white spot? Okay, that's from you. Okay, well that would explain a lot. Let's see, I'll move that around. Oh yeah, that definitely fixed a lot of problems. That's all it was. Sometimes it can be a little hard to tell. Okay, and now I can maybe go back and fix a couple of things over here. Okay, how's this? I think that's okay. Alright. Okay, so it looks like I still need to fix the chin shadow a little bit there, but otherwise, I think it's alright. Yeah, that's much better. Alright. I think that might be all I do for her mouth here. I was planning on keeping it pretty simple. I think I will still do... Will I do a little bit of mouth funnel? I think so. Let's do that real quick. Go ahead and reset all the parameters. Man, she looks almost sad with her eyes in the default state. Anyway. What this does is kind of the, when you make the O sound with your lips, you know, it kind of makes a circle. So that's all this is gonna do. It's gonna make a little O shape. Again, gotta be fairly subtle. Kinda wanna lift this just a little. Maybe tuck this in just a little bit too. There we go. And then do the same with the lower lip. Just a tiny, tiny little movement. Just like this, I think. I think this is perfect. Once I fix the inside of the mouth. And the chin. No, that was a bit too much movement, wasn't it? Let's try that again. It was a bit too much. Do not want to push it down too far. Just kind of keep it on the edge of the lip where it belongs. Okay. Have a little bit of lopsidedness that I think I need to check. It's not that bad. But yeah, I definitely do not like this. Okay, so which part is bothering me? One of the corners is a bit higher than the other. It kind of just more looks like... Let's see. Just trying to line up the lines here. Easier said than done. No, that's still really lopsided. This is always the story of my life when I do mouths. Where it's like the sketch is fine, but getting it so it's not all lopsided and annoying is always a bit of a thing. Our mouths are always a bit of an adventure. I was considering doing head XY today instead, just because, honestly, while it's very daunting, much more overwhelming in a lot of ways, it's but ultimately, I went with the mouth today because the way you rig the mouth kind of like the mouth has to be in perspective with head XY, so I like to do the mouth first most of the time. Okay, I think that's good. Fix up the lower lip. Use those points to really align things. Okay. Alright, yeah, I think that looks alright. And I think it does the shape that I want just fine. I think this is actually just gonna be head. 'Cause I'm gonna put the head in it too. It's just, right now it's just mouth stuff. Alright, one more mouth thing. And this is what we call mouth X. And that's moving your mouth side to side. Not gonna do too much here. Just because, again, it's another pattern that I don't think suits her too strongly. But I want to do just a little bit. Just let her get all smarmy. It's like a lot of the time I also do a little bit of eye movement and stuff with it. But here, like I said, it doesn't really suit her very much, so I don't want to do too much with it. But I think this is fine. I think anything more and it'll just stop looking like her, so. Even this is kind of pushing it. But I think it's okay. Alright. So that's all I'm planning on doing for the mouth for now. So I think we'll stop it there for today. Mouth is pretty much done. Her expressions are extremely subtle, so I don't want to do too much with it. So tomorrow, we're going to start turning the head. Like so her head can move left and right. But until then, I'll be stopping for now. So thank you all for coming. If you'd like me to take a look at your own creative projects, whether that be art, writing, coding, game design, any creative pursuit you can think of, feel free to message or at me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll take a look and maybe leave some comments. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.